Heyo, welcome to the Midnight Supper Club. So I'm not the host. I'm Akane, but I'm here with the host, Suzu, Wushii, and Yoru. Say
Hi.
hi.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi. Why is it so
Weirdly enough, my
smooth?
host sounds the most goddamn dead.
Huh? Then what am
I know,
I?
right?
I was buried in the grave, is it?
That is exactly what I said. My host is the most goddamn dead.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. True.
Gameplay. Okay, what do y'all do for New Year's Eve? What do y'all do?
I slept. I slept through New Year's.
Actually, though,
Dude, I sound a bit old, leh.
for New Year's actually.
Embrace it. Embrace it.
So it was too late. It was already like 10, you know. So my age is catching up to me. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Dude, you know how
Okay,
late
what did
she
Suzu
was?
do?
She was like 1 hour, 30 minutes late to the collab. Just like to say, we initially planned to play 10 p.m. Pamo party, right? To the
Wait,
New
well, here's
Year's.
the thing. You never told me the time.
Yeah,
Same.
naughty,
Nixon never told me
naughty.
the time too, and I forgot about it.
Right.
Amazing gameplay.
Yeah, he just like, it's tying, right? I was like, did I tell you the time? Like, what?
Oh,
I get all my
Oh, we're
information from
collapsing today.
Suzu.
Damn,
okay.
Suzu
I'm
scammer.
starting to think, right? I'm starting to think the fault suddenly relies on me. First, Nixon
Exactly.
told me at 10 p.m. we'll play Power Party for 2 hours into the New Year's. And he told me that, right, 3 hours before 10 p.m.
Scammer, never tell your own teammate. Shake my
He
head.
said
Come
lied to
Exactly.
me. I was waiting and did nothing.
Damn.
Dude, I never knew the time, so I couldn't wake up, you know. I didn't have my alarm set.
Damn.
So here's
Damn.
okay. In the
I
end, right,
blame
our plan
Nixon.
still went through and we played Power Party into the New Year's. And then we laughed and then we cried because we died of
Cried?
laughing. Yeah, dude.
I won twice, even though I'm very bad at the game.
This bitch.
Yeah, you know this Yoru. He just griefed me for 2 rounds straight.
I didn't grief you
Oh,
for 2
oh,
rounds. You
oh,
started grieving me
all
non-stop.
because right, I last hit him.
You just
Amazing.
keep grieving me.
I treat him like a minion in a mobile game.
Why are you the way you are, Suzu?
He's 10 HP, of course I'm gonna kill him. What the fuck?
Why? Why are you the way you are?
That's what you
Z,
get.
abuser.
Passionate too.
Yeah, so Akane, what do you do?
I went to my aunt's house, climbed many stairs, many flight of stairs, chased dogs, stopped my cousin's dog from harassing my dog, and then drank, and then beat my little cousin in Mario Kart.
Yeah. If you had
No
stopped
gambling?
at beat, right, I would have been concerned.
That's why I explained, damn it!
You just beat your little cousin. That mini pause right there gave me so much room for concern. What the fuck did your cousin do that you beat him? Jesus. God bless, Mario Kart came in like 3 seconds later. What the fuck?
Is this whole podcast just gonna be us laughing and stuff?
I think so.
Maybe. Do you drink into the New Year's?
Yeah.
No, like you know how usually people on New Year's Eve celebration at 11:59 they will drink for a whole minute into New Year's.
Yeah.
You drank for a whole minute.
I drank 1/4 of a bottle of champagne.
I was so close to downing the Martel into New Year's, but then I think I can't play Pamo Party after that.
Just do it.
I'll be the one.
No
Pamo.
scare.
What?
No scare.
Maybe not.
You could be more
No
dead.
scare.
Why you make it sound like I'm a zombie?
Are you
Because you
not?
are.
Exactly.
If there was like a zombie next to you, I couldn't even tell the difference.
You should.
Damn, roasted by your own girlfriend.
Maybe you should. We kind of are dating. Hello. Huh? What did I do? I know a lot of our people playing games, but there's some like specific people or like incident that happened recently. All I know is that
Oh no, there is one. That's one that happened pretty recently. It happened to me in Akane, remember?
Wait, which one?
There's this specific dude that goes there that's like the constant backseating.
Oh, is it the guy that
Oh.
likes to invite girls to play with him and then he makes fun of them and then he asks you, why are you doing this when you can be doing that? Oh my god.
It's the guy that asked Suzu to
Wait, he talked shit about you too?
Yeah.
I'm banning him off my channel.
Yeah, it's
You
so
mess with me, I okay. You mess with friend, not okay, bro. Not okay.
No, it's kind of like he just says like whenever I play with this like whenever he plays with me, it's like we never win.
Yeah, and he blames me for it.
no.
Eh.
He said word for word, right? Whenever I play with Wushii,
Mhm.
we never win.
Yeah.
It's not
Like-
a sentiment or like it's just word for word that was said,
Yeah.
Oh, that's rude.
which is like 3
And
times
then-
worse than implying, by the way.
And then
Yeah.
I was just like, huh. Is that why they don't like invite me to play anymore? And I feel like so there's like NG, right? So she's like my best friend.
Wait, what? Who?
NG Marie. So
Oh, okay.
the guy NG and I used to
Mhm.
play Valorant a lot together.
Mm.
And then after that, after like some time we haven't played with like the guy, he started like backseating a lot. He started like talking smack ish. And then I asked like cuz I wanted to like I wanted to know if it was just me that thought like that. So I asked NG about it. And then
Mhm.
she was like he changed, dude. He changed.
Yeah. I feel
And
like
then-
after he got
yeah.
like the rank that he wanted, right?
Yeah. He
Which-
just got very fucking cocky.
Yeah, it's just the same with Apex.
Bro, honestly, it's just a male honey trap.
What?
It's like
Interesting.
it's so he acts all defenseless, easy to communicate with, very like friendly, and then as you like create relations with him, oh how the honey has poison inside. Fuck. You know?
Okay, so like if you guys didn't know, I actually implemented a new rule in my Discord server and my streams just because of him. I added in like my streamers chat because I okay, there you go. Okay, due to some I read you the announcement I made, okay? Just streamers alone first. Okay, so in my stream, do not overtake my stream. Purposely speaking over me, cutting me off repeatedly in VC while I am streaming will result in a timeout. Like, I understand if it's like, accidental, that's fine. Like, that's normal and stuff. But purposely, it's a bit.
I feel like if it's like a long, like if they do it a lot, you should just ban them.
Mm.
I mean, you can just
Then,
tell them, like, stop!
Low key.
I forgot my swap.
Stop!
Yeah,
backstabbing,
exactly.
dude! What the fuck,
I-
man?
I added like, don't make TOS jokes. Like, you mess up, too bad.
Oh,
I'm
Mm.
banning. Don't this one is the one that's the most important. Don't disrespect other players in game constructed like in our game, Like I don't care if you're flaming randoms, I don't give a shit that I do that too. Because
Like-
they don't hear it, it doesn't really care, like it doesn't really matter that bad, honestly. But like of course not too bad lah. Like we want to like make a small flame or like jokingly flame, that is fine.
Mm.
Constructive criticism is fine, advice is welcome. Bullying will result in timeout. Bullying includes intentional flaming, passive-aggressive comments or plays, BMing players for their rank or KDA, and personal attacks.
I feel like a lot of people have this issue where they think that constructive criticism is like they take backseating as as like constructive criticism.
Yes. I think that is quite like annoying. Okay, so like I guess like me and Wushii can speak about this quite openly as well because we are both females. But one thing about like females playing games is that, you will never have it fair, honestly.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. You will always get people talking smack about your ass, even
yeah.
though you're like heck, when I was playing Apex back then, I got a lot of flaming from guys who are like, oh, this person is boosted, this person just gets sims to boost her, etc. I'm like, oh my god. You did not say that when I am like back then I was plat. I solo to plat. I started to play in Apex. The person was gold and they were talking shit about me. And I was like, oh, interesting. Huh.
Or we
Assholes.
were friends.
Well, like, sorry, I play with friends, firstly. I mean, like, I do agree, I did get boosted to diamond, but Black, no, that shit was me, bitch. Or me.
It's like if you're a female playing in like games like that, like especially in like FPS games, because like League, you don't use a fucking mic.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
true.
you
That's
just keyboard
true.
order everything. But like
Yeah.
if it's like Valorant or like Apex, there's like a couple of times this happened. It kind of depends. It can be nice. Like some people are nice. Some people are just assholes where they're like, "Why are you playing this game? Go back to being like a dishwasher.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
get that so much.
Go cook,
It's
go
so
cook.
boring.
Make me a sandwich." He was like, "Bro,
Yeah.
why are you being so fucking generic?"
Like back then, I would just like fire back like,
do
you cannot make sandwich yourself.
okay, this is like a question. Do like Asian people do that too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah.
Singaporeans,
Yeah, dude.
especially Singaporeans, Malaysians, you get a lot of them.
Yeah, dude.
Why
A
try
lot of
to
people is like,
generalize?
"Dude, why are you playing this game? You're so bad at this fucking game." It's like just fucking uninstall it. I was
I
like,
always
that
thought
one is
like
okay.
it's free real estate if you're bad, whether you're a girl or a guy or not.
Like, you know, like if you're
Gender.
bad as a guy, it's just you're bad. But if you're bad because you're a
Is
girl,
it? They're just
it's
telling me
because
like
you're
I'll
a
fuck
girl.
your
Yeah.
mom and some shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been into like a situation where there's a girl in my party or something like that. And then, like,
That's why a lot of girls just don't open their mics. And the thing is that when guys say just mute them, it doesn't. It's like in the first place it should be happening.
Yeah.
It's like
It's not-
why do guys get the privilege of like turning on their mics, listening to comms, while girls have to like mute?
Yeah. It's
I
like
think it's
I
more
feel
like
one
if you
thing
don't want to
that's
get bullied, right? Because I mute my comms too, because I don't want people to like shit talk and then ruin my mood.
but the thing is, right,
I don't know.
it's like
I'm not
I
really
don't
good.
know. Like
I don't
honestly
get people to tell me to go to the kitchen and make sandwich.
that's true.
Yeah, so
But
I don't know. I don't really know how that feels to be like. What do you call that? I guess does that mean is that considered like harassment?
I guess so.
Yeah,
Verbal?
I don't get to be in that
Yeah.
position, so I can't say much.
Yeah, but I feel like the point that like females are trying to make when playing games is that like why do we have to mute when it's not supposed to happen in the first place?
Yeah.
Honestly, right, it's the male perspective of a friend that has to sit through this and watch it happen is damn annoying. But like, aside from telling you to mute, right, if you really want to win the game, I think muting is like the only option, because fighting back only feels this kind of dick hits like,
Yeah, you make them
Nice.
happy, you know.
yeah,
They
it's,
get excited.
they're doing this with a clear objective to put you down, and you attacking back is them like being effective.
Yeah.
So I'll only like, as a friend of like someone being harassed like that, our only like idea is to stop the harassment. The only idea to stop it is to like mute them. Or like, I guess the most extreme thing I've done is I've just dodged the game.
Yeah, start feeding.
No,
They make them
either
angry.
like surrender, or I like artificially make the game a loss instantly, or I just quit the game, or that they just try a different game.
Do you like do this? If I'm really mad, right, I don't argue back. I'll make their game hell. I'll try to make sure they get angry and angrier.
I just leave. I take
I
a
don't know,
very I don't know what
I
to
tend
do
to-
against trolls, because it's like
Is
you
it?
can't feed them, and you can't. It's like it's a lose-lose scenario for you if you just come in to have
Yeah.
fun,
Uh,
right?
Oh,
Like,
I don't know. I enjoy making people's lives much more like pain. Like if I know they want to win, right, and they're like constantly shit talking because I'm bad, I'll make it worse for them where they have to try even harder and like pull their hairs out to like win the game.
yeah, there's like
I guess so,
there's
but I
like
don't
no
talk, so-
countermeasure aside from just trying to advocate for people to be more humane and less of a fucking cheapie.
Yeah. Like, I feel like generally there's just like not much win con to begin with.
And right,
yeah.
But like honestly, to all my friends who have defended me against these people, I love you.
I just
like-
I just get told just mute lah.
Yeah,
I'm
I also get told.
sorry.
Just,
Yeah, because like,
I'm sorry.
even if it's guys, it's the same thing. if I let's say like I told Suzu like, oh, this group of ass, or just keep like shit talking and stuff like that, I think the answer is going to be the same, just mute only, or not just leave the game.
Yeah, it's like
Just
to,
don't play, bro.
to be
That's
fair,
on
right,
you,
I
man.
either say mute or I just straight out school the person back in voice chat. And I think the worst thing I've done so far as of this year is I open my mic on Overwatch and I blatantly tell the guy to go fuck himself, his mother doesn't love him. And I think far worse, I think. Yeah. Then I just catch shitty on him, then he left the team. People there Wushii. It was standard.
Yeah.
like Wushii, would you rather get like someone to tell you like, oh, just mute, or would you rather someone defend you?
I feel I don't know. I would rather have them defend me.
Same. I think it's like a thing where like I don't know why. It feels really nice when someone is like defending you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like from all these
They
like
show the
bullshit.
supportive, right?
It kind of just shows like how do I say it? It's like you shouldn't be taking any of this shit.
Yeah, it's like
Because
why
by
should we
saying
mute
mute,
just because?
exactly, by saying that you mute, right, is basically saying just take it.
Yeah, it's like a tell you like, oh, you should be used to it kind of situation, you know?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, from my point of view, it's more like, I'm more of like, what can you do in that situation if that occur again?
Same.
What would you do? What are you going to do? Do you want me to be there for you while they're shit talking and just be like, it's okay, man. These people don't deserve it, like, I don't think anybody would want to do that. So the best solution is like, if you still want to enjoy the game, you should do this, you should do that to avoid making yourself feel like sad.
But I feel like
That's-
honestly,
That's
it's
my
like
solution.
they already said the thing, right?
Yeah.
Before you mute them. So like you already know that they're going to continue saying the thing. So like, you know,
It's
So
muting
basi-
it
that's why I
helps
mute and I
to
don't
prevent
shit
you from
anymore.
hearing what they say, but you still know they're saying it, you know?
But it's
yeah,
like,
exactly.
you gotta like understand. If for example, okay, the person actually said something nasty and this guy clearly his mother doesn't love him when he was growing up, so he's out here reflecting his behavior to other people. What am I supposed to do aside from telling you to mute it? Because what I can scold him back, obviously. I have every right. I
Yeah,
can
but we are not there, and it's like
Yeah.
a one-time thing, right?
yeah, like it's a one-off thing, and this kind of people are everywhere.
Yeah.
So I can't really be like, yeah, go. I obviously I can take the very normal response and to go back and fight back, and then I can just be like full on defense. But at the same time, I feel like it might cause a more negative effect where they escalate in their insults, and it only proves to create a worse environment for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least
And you
this,
get there, everyone just start arguing non-stop.
I can't really do much. That's why usually I think it's best to keep like, especially when it comes to competitive games, it's best to enjoy it in a where you have the majority of people, because it's a lot easier to tune off people when you have the majority of the players as your friends. Meanwhile, when you are in the minority group and everyone's like attacking you, any sort of like defense or like lash out back just seems to only escalate the insults.
Because you never win.
Yeah.
Okay, personally,
3 against 1 or like multiple against 1,
personally, I think if it's a com game, I understand that we have to mute them. Like, you know, I understand. That one I understand. Fair.
Casual as well.
But it's like you just like kind of like tell them off once and then you just that kind of mute them kind of situation. Yeah, that's like usually what me and my friends do, or like me and my viewers do, right? Then like if it's like a unrated game, fuck care the win or lose, you know. You want to escalate it, you go ahead. You don't want to escalate it, whatever. I think it's completely like dependent, personally.
I've taken so many like options actually. With this specific game called Overwatch, right, I've done 1 is to attack back, 2 is to tell to mute, 3 is to do both.
You
I think
shoot
3
out
is the
that
best
10%
option.
mute so you cannot hear anything.
No, but the problem with doing any of it, especially, I don't know if it's well known or not, Overwatch is such a toxic cesspool where they breed only the worst of humanity. But it's so hard, right, to take any action aside from just number 2. You take 1 or 3, right, they lead to ability griefing, and it's such a team heavy game that them being like this on purpose only seems to make the experience far worse than it could have been. So I'm like, oh shit, what do I do now?
Like personally, I feel right. It's like okay, this is from my experience also lah. So maybe I just had really bad experiences, right? So the thing with that is that even if I stay silent, right, they still grief me. Okay, I'm talking about Valorant, okay?
Mm.
So in Valorant, my experience back then was this Phoenix was non-stop going off. Woman, go back kitchen. Woman, go, like very obscene stuff lah, very NSFW stuff. And,
Mm.
you're just a sleeve, da 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 da, and then just a all this very obscene stuff, right?
Mm.
So I didn't say anything, right? The guy molly me, wall me, and then flash me, and then obviously I die every bloody round without getting a pick. The haha woman, blah blah blah. I mute, right? It comes in text. I mute. Then what happened is it just continues, right? The griefing just continues. So there is already no enjoyable experience to begin with. So that's why I feel like if it's in like a group setting, like let's say you're like 3 people, you're queuing with 3 people, and then like the one of the 2 randoms is toxic, right?
Mm.
Sometimes it's okay to just shoot back on. Then you mute. They want to grief you, at least you know your teammate, you have like friends to back you up on it, right? But
Yeah,
then
yeah.
like if it's just like a solo thing, that is when you as a woman, you have no win con, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
You shout back, you die. You don't, you also die. But I feel like honestly, you ask people to mute, right? If you just dismissively say to mute, right? I feel like, yeah, it's very dismissive. I feel like, okay lah, it's just like experience from someone who is a bit more, I guess, what you call sensitive. I don't like it when my friends just like, just mute lah, whatever one.
Same.
I want them to at least know that it's fucked up, It's like, this kind of fucked up one.
It's like you
know?
shouldn't
yeah,
have
but
to
it's
go
like-
through this.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I could tell you like,
I'm a bad
yeah,
friend.
that person is shitty, is that you shouldn't deserve this and stuff like that. But at the same time, I would say, next time, I think just mute the game before, so that you won't hear this kind of stupid shit again.
But the
so you
thing
can
is,
enjoy the game
sometimes
more.
if you mute
It's a communication
totally,
heavy game.
yeah, Valo is so
I have
communication
like
heavy.
a different approach. I mute everything, so all chat,
Same.
everything is muted.
Same.
Cause mine
It's
is
just-
like if I don't know, like sometimes people don't ping, they say only.
Yeah,
So like if
exactly.
you want to like know enemy location, they'll be like on the left, on VC. But if you mute
I
everything, you
don't-
don't know.
I
just
maybe
don't care.
I'm like the weirdo, right? Because my experience with games is far different. Because I fucking hate communication. I don't care about what my teammate has to say. So
Yeah,
I've played most of my solo queue journey or like things I took very seriously, right? Without comms. Like
same.
I don't want to hear your input. I don't need to hear your input. Just
I
play the
mean,
game. You're useless.
I just don't want to have the risk of like ruin my mood that one time, and then the whole day I've just been thinking about that shit. So I rather just mute everything and enjoy my game.
I think I have like the worst standpoint because I just don't even want to acknowledge my teammates are humans. Like, yeah, because I feel like it's so much easier for me to enjoy because I'm here to enjoy the game. In essence, it's just the game that I'm enjoying. I don't enjoy the community. I don't enjoy the people. I don't enjoy most of everything
Who
else.
are you? I'm
Like-
just being forced into it, right?
Yeah. Like I'm just here to play a team game. I don't care if my team is shit. I just want to hear my team, right?
Well,
Make
I
some
care if my team is
backhanded
shit.
comment or like say some completely unnecessary stuff or like mess up stuff. Like I just don't want to like participate. Maybe that's the difference.
So I feel like guys have that luxury of like, even if you're bad at the game, other guys won't say anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
But
think
if
that's
you're like
where
a
you are
chick,
wrong.
if you're like a girl, if you're like a female, the chances are pretty high that they'll say something.
Yeah. I have read like a report
I
like
think
that
it's
before
also
as well.
because it's like
Yeah.
assumed like in like
I
this girl probably never played this game before and then it's inting my game.
I
I
feel
should
like
tell her like, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do
it's-
that?
it's like a cultural thing widespread because in every culture, be it Europe, NA or Asia, women have always been put down in like since like the history, and then it's just spread into gaming and it's just fucked up that shit.
Oh, I just think because there's
Yeah.
not much women show themselves as like a gamer, so there's not like
No,
It's like
okay.
a subconscious thing. Like
No, I don't think you can even
women
like
don't play games, so
use
when they
that.
play, they're gonna be bad.
Okay, I don't think you can use that in 2023. Maybe
but-
10
10
years
years.
ago, I
Yeah,
understand.
like 10
Yeah.
years
I
ago.
still
Now,
Right?
not
think
so
like people
much.
still things like that.
No, you see
It's
that.
like
No, you see that's the.
how rare is it for you to see a
People
girl?
think like that, but it's not right of them to think
No,
like
you
that.
see that's the
Yeah,
problem.
I know.
Because there's so much like female gaming exposure, right? It's still fuck that people still think, oh, she's. I think one of the most annoying
It's
comments I've
bully,
heard.
right?
One of the most annoying comments I've heard that other girls also got make is that the boyfriend is playing the girl's account.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I get that a
Like-
lot. I get that a lot.
Yeah.
I personally think right that's like it's so
But
fuck
is it
to
though?
say. Yeah, it's so fucked to say because in general you are, even if that was the case, you are making the assumption this girl couldn't
Yeah.
play at that skill level.
It's like it's
Yeah.
only that one time, and then it becomes like a thing now.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
do you
I
want to
know
know
like
the
there's
amount of
one girl who did that, but then like after that, I think everyone just like say, oh, it's like this, and then if a girl is good, it's either hacking or this and that, right?
yeah, or the
Yeah.
boyfriend play. Yeah,
yeah.
it's messed up.
So like the amount of like comments, the more like recent things I've received, right? One of them is very fucked up. Okay. So one of them asked me is, toggle. The more common one is like, toggle older brother playing, boyfriend playing, etc. Right? I think the most fucked up one so far is, are you trans? Like male to female? Just
Mm.
because I played really well that game. I
Yeah.
top fret. Then they asked me, are you trans? Especially because I have like a really deep female voice, right? So they just straight up asked me, are you trans? And when I went, what the fuck, no. They're like, haha. Then they included a lot of trans targeted slurs,
Yeah.
transgender targeted slurs, and it's very, very annoying.
Sounds like,
Like
an
to bring
asshole
it
in
back
general.
around, right? It's like when somebody says that to like your female friends or something like that, or like, yeah, to like any female at all. It's kind of just like it's like, yeah, you can tell them to mute, but it doesn't turn out the fact, like it doesn't cancel the fact that they already said it, and then what we take it as is like just suck it up.
Yeah.
Just suck it up.
I
Just
mean,
suck it up.
what can you do? What are you going to do about it? That's my question. Like, if he said that, what would you want to do about it?
It's kind
Let's-
of good.
let's say,
Like,
like,
I mean,
in
it's like
that-
it's kind of good to know that somebody has your back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is like what you always want.
Yeah, but
I
our
guess.
supportive is more like, hey, I know the guy's an asshole, but I guess next time just mute it so you don't have to deal with this stupid shit again. That was like how men usually deals with it. I mean, unless you get like the extremes, like, I'm going to find them, I will call their parents, I'm gonna beat them up and stuff shit. Yeah, then that's a different story. I know there's like mans like that, but I think majority were just like, you know what, it's fine. Next time just mute. So
Like, I even had like a guy in Valorant shout, I'm going to R you. And
Oh
I'm like,
yeah, that happens a lot.
okay.
That
Yeah,
happens
that
a
happens
lot.
way too much, honestly.
Dude, that's like the R one. That's like the dishwasher one. That's like the cooking one, and then that's like the.
We got a lot.
That's a lot, bro.
We got a lot about talking about our mothers, and then they wanted to do with our parents.
Oh yeah,
We got a lot of that.
we get that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is like a gender neutral one, you know.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Hey,
Okay.
equality.
I was
Like,
like, yeah,
I'm
sure.
so
I'm
curious,
glad
right?
you like MILF. Sure.
Like, what would you rather the guy do if you're playing
Yeah,
with
like-
them? Because like clearly our objective, right, is to de-escalate the problem, even though we know it's fucked
Yeah.
and we don't want it to be bothered by in the future. That's why we always say mute. But like, what is like the option aside
I
from
guess
it's
like
for
like fight
us,
back.
it's kind of like
Just fight
we
back.
just want to like we just need to know that there's somebody in our corner,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
we're
that
in your corner.
so that we don't have to
No,
deal with this shit alone. You know,
We are trying to
Yeah.
support you, but then we're also giving like a solution.
yeah,
it's like I remember an ex. He like I remember I was in like a split. I was in split, and then I opened my mic, and then the first thing he said was, "Why the fuck did you open your mic? Like you're not supposed to open your mic ever."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Just don't do it. I told you not to do it, and then don't fucking do it." And I was just like, That's a bit aggressive.
Yeah, same here,
Just
Wushii.
sounds dumb.
I got that before
Honestly,
also, a lot of
right.
times from my own teammates.
I think
Right.
I've told you the same thing, exert surprisingly.
Yeah.
But it was more
You
like
told me the exact same thing.
yeah, I told you not to
Almost the same thing.
I told you not to open your mic just cause I'm gonna lie, I think I said it out of fear.
You're not protecting. You're protecting the bad people, Suzu.
No, it's cause whenever we play right, people flirt with her, then I got annoyed.
Oh,
Okay, that one different reason.
Yeah, I open it out of pure jealousy. It's like I don't really hearing my girlfriend's voice. I know it's nice. What the fuck?
But yeah, honestly, I prefer someone like defending me or like at least showing me support in some sort of way,
Same.
rather than just say, just mute lah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. I know recently
Yeah,
I
but-
said just mute.
no, I think we've been saying it like we will support you. We'll say like we'll help you like make you feel better, but we also give you a solution. Like
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
want
Yeah,
you
like,
to have a
no, I think you're like
conducive gaming experience.
because
Yeah.
like I starting to think like it's just like pointing out the obvious.
yeah, we're not like saying like, what the fuck is mute, dumb bitch. We don't do
Okay,
that.
whoa.
I don't
Okay,
think
okay.
anybody ever says that. That's a bit extreme. But normally
Yeah.
people just be like,
I'm
but
here to
most of
make
the
myself
time
feel
people
better
are
while
just
you're
like, just
insulting me.
mute, just mute him, just mute
Yeah.
it, just all chat, just mute.
Yeah, it's like, do you think I can't think for that myself? Do you think I am stupid?
Exactly. But the thing is that
Isn't
even
that
if
like-
you're like playing like a
Yeah, but it's
team-based
like-
game, right? The whole
it's
point
like-
is to play with your team.
Yeah.
And it's kind of
like-
hard if you don't have communication. And then
Yeah.
here's the thing, right? It goes like in a fucking circle. You get flamed and then you mute. Once you mute, you don't have comms. If you don't have comms, then you don't know where the enemies are. If you don't know the enemies are, you lose the game. And then after that, they'll just keep flaming you about it.
Oh no.
mean, they keep-
You want to
Yeah.
know what I've said
I-
before to that? I think right. I don't know if I said this year or a few years back, but I once said right, if you need comms to play a team-based game, you should focus on getting better.
Oh yeah, you told me that once.
Yeah,
Sorry.
because relying on comms right is the most unreliable like source of like info. But this is coming from a guy who plays games very seriously.
Yo, dude, should we just uninstall every single game that we own?
I'm
Yeah, Wushii, I
sorry.
think I'll join you. I think we go play
Right.
Minecraft together. We go make a Minecraft server, Stardew Valley, like the
Oh, can,
real
okay.
Eagles.
But the
Okay.
thing is like,
Hey, you wanna play Escape Simulator?
Can, bro, Jump.
no.
We're just
No, the
not
thing
good in
is-
game, sorry.
the
Yeah,
thing
sorry,
is,
we
whether
did this.
you
Sorry.
want to like enjoy your game, or you want to like have the chance of like.
But
people
here's the
shit
thing,
talking
you can enjoy the game without having to like deal with assholes.
Yeah,
As a
but
guy, right?
There's
No.
chances. There is very huge, especially in competitive. There is very huge chances you get.
No, dude, there's like so many nice people in Valorant, but then there's also really shitty ones.
Like, yeah, then
Okay.
just like
Yeah.
I feel like your standpoint comes from okay, if you're looking at gaming as a whole, competitive as a whole, right, outside of Valorant, right, that is very skewed because most people in other competitive games right, are not nice.
yeah.
Leagues
You
are
know, like, in-
nice.
In Apex, you don't talk. In League, you don't need comms.
No, see,
No.
you don't understand. You don't need comms, but people use comms to put people down, and it's
Yeah.
super bad in Asia. You think NA is toxic? Asians beat
I
you
think
up
Korea
for
is
no
even
reason.
worse.
Yeah, like Asia has
Korea is
like
the
the
worst,
worst
for
like
whatever.
toxic cesspool, which no one ever talks about. Because
No,
Asians
like-
are like openly sexist, racist, misogynistic.
I feel like
Yeah,
that's for like
or-
every region.
I think like me and
Very-
Wushii, we understand your
very
point.
bad.
Okay, like we don't say like muting is the wrong choice.
Mm.
The thing is the way you phrase it is as if we don't already know that we are going to mute them.
No, I never said you don't know, but like for us, when you ask us about the situation, we will be like, what else can we say? Staying silent obviously is not gonna help, right? Or like we will try to like think of a way to like help you guys so that next time you wouldn't like feel that way. If that makes sense.
Yeah, like there's no, even as a friend, right? There's no being con, right?
Yeah,
We,
like
we obviously we are not dickheads. We want to be there and tell you it's gonna be better. But it feels like
yeah,
we're lying to you.
yeah,
I feel like we'd rather get light too, no?
Yeah, I rather get lied to, honestly.
Right?
Yeah,
As
yeah,
long as it
yeah.
makes
Me
us
and
feel
Wushii got the
better.
same mindset, bro. Holy.
yeah. But we don't want to be like the next day, same thing happened. We say the same shit again.
Yeah, like how I guess it's like the mindset we come in with, right? Is that we want a solution to a problem that we don't have a solution to.
Yeah,
So the only solution is to change yourself then to fix the problem at hand, because it's not a problem that we can solve. Like we can obviously we can do better by just not being part of that like dickheads lah, and obviously
yeah.
we
We don't have
promote
that kind of power to change anything
then
either.
then we promote like stuff that it's more like there's no big deal about being a girl or guy in games. But that's like the peak of what we can do. And our only like answer when we see you being hurt like that is, could you please mute to save yourself?
Yeah,
do, do you get it?
because like I think like okay, I wouldn't say this for most guys. Maybe some guys treat girls differently, but I think like everyone, at most of the people I know, right, the guys that I know had like the same mindset. It's always like, hey, if you don't want to get harassed, just don't talk to them, or like don't just mute shit so that you don't have to deal with it. Yeah,
I think it's the fact that we're just supposed to like not
Shut
on mic
up
is just
and
damn
take
sad.
it.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's far, but like we all want a solution to this problem, because
Yeah.
let's be real here. Do you think gender matters in the game? No, right? You got unless for some reason you got a missing hand, right? Now that's a problem. But we are all human. We have 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 eyes to use and play the game.
We can't
Honestly.
do much about that
Yeah.
I
situation.
feel like that's also a reason why some people just had like they use voice changers on like
Mhm.
any games
Yeah.
that have comms.
Oh.
It's just so that nobody gets harassed, or like at least to a certain extent
But
they
wouldn't
don't
still
get
get
harassed.
harassed? They'll still be like, if you're bad, the people will still be like, oh, your mom.
No,
is
the
so-"
chances are really low.
Mm.
Ah,
They usually just bottle it up by themselves. Like they just think you're bad, but like they won't say it out. If you're
Yeah,
a guy lah.
don't really know, because for me it's like they'll if the guy's like willing to like type it out and say shit, right? There's also chances that he'll say the same thing towards the guy, but
I feel
just
like
that to a girl they'll be much more hyped to like bully, you know?
I'm so confused, because I feel like I've gotten maybe the rare experience, but whenever I'm bad at a game, right, I get told off. I don't get the silent treatment that
Yeah.
you said. I just get straight up told off. I'm fucking garbage. My mom clearly didn't develop my right brain enough. I
I feel like you're the one who says that to them too.
no. The thing is, I experienced like all the toxicity when I was like bad at games. I didn't just start off games being like really
Yeah,
good.
there's no like it's very rare to have like a wholesome shit.
Yeah,
when
like
you're
I got bashed so much, right? I got pissed off that I became so serious in getting good at games. That's why I don't
Yeah.
experience that anymore.
That's why if I die like 5 times, I immediately mute the chat. I know
Gameplay.
they're going to flame.
I think that's why me and Wushii
100%.
both we all try our best to be good at games. I think like
Yeah.
most girls face this issue where we have to like really try our best to be good at games just to prevent them from like
Yeah.
using our KDA or etc. as like and using our gender as a weapon against
Yeah.
us.
And it doesn't help if like the other person is like really good at games, and then
Yeah.
you just hear like, huh, my ass is getting carried.
The easiest way
Yeah.
to make someone feel like very bad is to like hit them personally, right? Especially like if you're a girl, they'll
Why
just hit
does
you like,
it feel
oh,
like
you're a girl, right? I'll just insult everything that has to do with like females, you know.
for some
And then if
reason
it's a guy, it's just a default mother thing.
for some reason I felt reference there for a moment, but I feel like being bad at games and being flame, right? Both genders experience it, just that because you're born a female and guys are dickheads, they use it more against you.
Yeah, they'll make sure that they want to hit you personally.
That's what we've
instead of,
been like pointing out at the whole time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no. The thing is, I understand that, but like,
But,
like,
like-
I mean, like-
there's like no real solution, is there?
I mean, like, what? Okay, if you think about it, right? If a guy insult another guy, I don't think they'll use like go to the kitchen and like
Yeah, there's
make
no gender
sandwich or like
specific thing,
go
right?
go and start working now. Stop playing this game. I don't think that hits them the most because that's not something that a guy would get mad of. The only thing they can do is like talk about their parents, especially
Okay,
their
dude,
mom, because
it-
I guess everybody likes their parents, right?
I think if we
So
talk
when
about
they say that,
insults,
they get, like,
right?
tilted.
If it's a guy, right, like you're flaming, you will use their country.
Yeah, their race, their country, their parents, anything to hit them like hard.
Guru keeps going. Their parents like keep laughing. I
no,
don't know why.
It's the only thing.
No, okay,
to
okay.
hit someone
Honestly,
very hard.
right, if suddenly it feels like it's just gaming should be less toxic in general.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
the way I your points it out is like, if you're a girl, you can hit with gender insults. If you're a guy, right, they use every other thing that they can hit you with. Your parents, your country, the way you sound like a little bitch boy. Your mother's my maid or some shit like that. Especially if you come from a third world country or a country that's like less like I don't know why. It's really weird you think about it, right?
Anything that tilts you. You know?
Yeah. It's just why do people get so nasty in games?
Yeah. It's quite annoying actually.
Yeah, like what brings out all this like nasty behavior? How do they kiss their parents with their mouth? Like how do they hold their mom's hand with that disgusting filthy hand? They just like whatever the
Just-
fuck they did.
Like, I mean, just competitive.
Okay lah, but honestly, to end up on that like defend or ask them to mute thing, right? I would just say defend and mute if possible. If you cannot defend, at least ask them to mute nicely. Don't just dismissively just mute.
Yeah,
it's-
don't
gets
give like
very
2
annoying.
words, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
we
very
know that we
annoying.
have to mute.
We are not
It
stupid,
doesn't
you know?
help that you're telling us to mute when we know how to mute.
You
know?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'll go back and
everything
study
is
how to
always good
phrase.
when you say it nicely, right?
It's like you
Like,
have to
try
say,
phrase it nicely at least.
yeah.
Even
You're
guys
like,
want that, okay? I don't think.
Yeah, no
girls-
shit.
I
We
don't
we
think no guys want. We just get
No
I
shit,
think,
bro.
I think because maybe towards men it's more like we could take it from. I actually I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't know, as a guy who has been in this situation all the time, I try to be as nice as possible to ask to
Yeah.
mute, but my voice isn't doing me any favors.
I think most
Yeah,
of
in
us
like
just-
in
we
like
just
this
listen.
recent Overwatch game, I was like playing with Suzu, and then I was playing DPS, right?
Yeah.
And then I couldn't deal damage, maybe because I get killed whenever I spawned.
DPS
Mhm.
diff.
Oh, they say that, and then like a whole bunch of other stuff,
They'll
and then
her about playing Bastion and having the lowest damage, then I'm just like, what?
yeah, and then basically Suzu didn't say anything, and I was like, okay. And then after that, when they typed like that stuff in chat,
Mm.
I at least expected him to like say like something about it. But then he gave me like 2 words. He was like, just mute.
yeah.
Oh, okay, hold on. You put it too bad. I said I'm sorry. I can't say anything. Can you please just mute?
And then I was like, I think by that time I was just like breaking down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I broke down, and then he was just like, don't play.
yeah, I just said I think don't play better. It's better to quit because
When he says it like that, it makes me so pissed.
I
Yeah,
don't-
same.
I don't know.
I
Okay.
admit
Oh my
defeat.
god.
Okay.
Have you tried using the words? How about let's take a break for today?
No.
Oh
Instead of
my
just don't
God.
play.
No, okay.
Bro,
I
different
No, I asked her to quit Overwatch because I don't think this will be the first instance and I don't want her to go through. Okay, you gotta understand, I don't like seeing people suffering, especially people I care about. So I would rather play alone and suffer by myself than to
No,
put
but
someone
then-
else in like this shitty position where
You
they're
have to
being
understand
compared
this.
to me.
You have to understand this. You ask the person. If you ask girls just don't play based on like whether they get flame or not, right? You know how many games you'll be limited to.
No, it's not.
Minecraft.
It's
Oh,
not just a
honestly.
wait.
I get flame even in Minecraft. Okay.
Wait.
Just play alone.
I feel like you have misconstrued or something. It's not a good thing. If a guy had the same reaction, right, I would tell him to quit the game too.
I'd be like, you want to rest? You good? You
It's
want to rest?
No,
it's
but he doesn't say that. He says just don't play.
I think that is where the problem comes out, honestly.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
like even if you're a girl or a guy, right? Whoever who kena targeted, right? Just because they are bad, right? If you tell them to just quit, right, you don't give them the chance to
Okay,
get better
for
at the
me-
game.
no.
For
Also,
me, right, I'll always like,
I don't know what to
if
say.
I know
you
that their mentally is not that well already, I'll tell them, you want to rest or not? Like, you okay?
yeah, tell them to take a break instead of
okay.
just quit.
Okay,
But for Suzu,
okay.
I know this guy when he is fucking tilted, right, and he wants to like change, right? He'd be like, oh, okay, I'm going to quit. Let's not play anymore. And then he just leave the squad, and then he plays alone. And then I was like, what the fuck? No, it
Yeah.
makes me feel like he doesn't want to play with me.
Dude, no, it makes you
First
feel
time-
so shitty because like you aren't performing at the rate that you're like
Yeah,
he
you know you're not
expects you
performing,
to.
and then he just do
to.
that. I was like, what the fuck?
That's the exact reason why I actually currently taking a hiatus from stream. Because I'm getting non-stop flame. Like it's just like people are telling me just quit the game, find
Hey,
a game you're
Poppy, come
better
play
at.
with me.
Oh,
Yes,
don't
Poppy,
do that.
anytime for you.
I mean,
Anytime for
fucking do
you.
that.
Poppy, just tell me, just message me. I'm free. I'm free
Okay.
all day.
I'm so sorry,
Okay,
guys.
Poppy.
I feel
I
like
always
I
You
think-
tell me
confused
play at
everyone.
6 in the morning, I wake up for
Try
you.
not to think too
Okay,
much.
Poppy. You asked me to wake up at 6 a.m. I will try my best.
Okay.
We not same. Sorry, I cannot wake up.
It's okay.
When I told I cannot even alarm doesn't wake me up. My
No
mom
mind, no mind.
picking me up to shake me also doesn't wake me up, bro.
It's okay.
We not same.
I'm free all the time. Just tell me when to play.
Oh yeah. But yeah, honestly, like I feel like I like yes, I understand like the just quit sentiment, you know. I understand it, but it's like sometimes then you start thinking to yourself, why can't I be as good as other people?
Yeah.
that's
You
why-
start doubting your own abilities.
Yeah.
That's why,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
That's
it's
why
not
I
like
keeps
I
getting
don't know,
pissed
okay,
off
then
at
it's not-
me.
It's just Suzu problem.
no,
Yeah.
but here's an example, right? It's like whenever I play really badly in a game, and then like let's say for example, Suzu just tells me to quit, right? And then after that, if I perform well in like a next game or something like that,
Mm.
and then whenever like for example, still an example, but if like Suzu says, "Oh my god, you're playing so well," I would just be like, "No leh, got me. I should be better than this."
Yeah.
Yo, if you're on the Overwatch thing, right? Honestly, right? I do not know what to do aside from saying to just quit the game. I tried to phrase it as well as I could because I wanted her to take a immediate break. Okay. Also, if you didn't realize why it was impossible for me to say something because it will make things worse, the person she's being compared to, right, is me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, okay, for me, I'll be like, I'll insult back that
I
guy
was so
to make
annoyed
it feel
lah.
better.
I wanted to tell him to shut
But
the
then
fuck
I
up.
went all chat and type it out, I don't do
because
that.
I know that Suzu can be a keyboard warrior, you know.
I was
No, that one we all know, bro.
I was genuinely pissed as fuck, but I do not want to put it in a sense
Don't
that
don't escalate shit.
yeah, I don't want the abuse to get worse, so I just endure and not type because it's so okay. It's so annoying to
Personally,
see.
I'm very lazy to argue with people, so I don't really like doing that.
I don't know, I'm okay arguing. I just don't like. I don't like to escalate situations that I know will end in a few minutes or like. How do I say? If a person is getting abused and I'm the reason why, right? I feel like if I were to say a statement, it will make the abuse worse. So I'm like, fuck lah. I can't say much because it's so much easier if I'm like playing a different role. But it's the fact that I'm the same role as her and they're using me to bash her, then I'm like, what is fuck that's annoying too.
Wait, is it an enemy team or same teammate?
Same team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like that gives more reason to say something.
Yeah, same. I also feel like there's more reason to say something because, like, you know, like 2 DPS, if the other DPS is defending the other DPS, right? Then, like, isn't it like a thing where you're just saying, like, oh, we're same role, but I don't care. Why should you? Kind of situation.
All I
Kind
said
of.
was that Bastion's getting spawn camp. That's all. I didn't know what else to say. Then it's like, because I've been in this situation before, and the other DPS is Correct was dark, and we were just duo queuing. Then I made a statement, and then they proceeded to bash Dark even more. Then Dark just stopped. Just
It's
stopped.
like, oh, so the DPS is friend with the DPS. That's not working. Like, I'll find another way.
No. They just they just bash him even more, and then he just took a break. And I was like, oh my god. So the situation at this point is I can't do anything like fuck.
But I think honestly, even if you don't do anything, you know that the bashing will get worse.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. It just stayed like the same.
Okay, so you have to think about it from like the person who got it point of view, I guess. Like you either kena bash and your friend don't say anything, and then you start doubting yourself, or you kena bash, your friend defends you, you kena bash even more, but at least you know your friend's by your side.
Yeah.
But would you prefer if your friend defends you without telling, without like, or chat?
I don't know. You know, after the whole
Because I
thing,
usually do that, but I don't really like to like
I don't
tell
know,
that to that person's face
I
because I'm too lazy to
just
argue back.
what I did was after the everything concluded, I told her that it's not even her fault because it's not like I can't see that she's getting spawn camped by the enemy or like our tank is complete garbage, our healers don't heal. No,
Mm.
it's not her fault, and I made it clear to make that obvious and clarify. But I know at the time during the game, I felt like I say anything, it's not gonna get worse. So I didn't say anything. And from my point of view, right, if I was the one being bashed, I wouldn't want my teammate to defend me. I would
I feel like we
rather.
have
He
different
wants
personalities.
to get
Yeah.
bashed by
Yeah,
I
same.
would rather.
You've been playing games for like as long as you can remember, right? But the
Yeah.
fact is that like some of us just play games like recently for like the past like what 2 years, 1 year.
Yeah, Wushii, when did you start playing FPS?
I started playing like last year.
Same.
I mean, like, that's the thing.
Me
what?
too.
Because, like,
Okay, 2 years ago technically.
I
Yeah, mine
guess,
also technically 2 years ago.
I guess it's
Like 1.5
the
lah.
perspective diff, I guess, from
yeah,
a guy
like,
who play
most
a
of
lot.
us is, we have already had that trauma, but nobody, like, sit down with us and pat our back, you know. People just, like, you know, deal with it, I guess. Especially for guys.
Yeah,
It's man culture thing, just deal with
Then
it.
this would be talking
So
more
we
about
sort of,
generational trauma, isn't it? It's like then let's change
yes.
the perspective, right? Let's say your parents like were really neglective towards you. Would you want to be neglective to your child also just because your parents did that to you?
no,
I
I'll
mean,
try
I'll
better
take
lah.
like
I'll
that
do
as an
better.
advice, but I'll do something
Yeah,
else.
so like that is
Come
kind of
to-
my counter to Yuru's point.
No,
Just
but
because no
it's-
one pat you in the back
yeah,
also
but it
like,
doesn't
shouldn't
mean
mean you
that-
shouldn't help
yeah,
other
but
people, I guess.
it's also not like I would do exactly to what you did, what my parents did to me. I'll be like, I'll take that, and then I'll transform to make it like work. You know, if that makes sense. Like, I know that my parents are giving me that solution, but that solution clearly doesn't really help that well, right? So I'll add something to it to make it feel better, and then I'll give you a solution. Okay.
I think like me and Wushi have like the same mindset in general.
Yeah.
But like I guess you both have the same mindset.
Just pat
I
my
feel
shoulder
like-
and be like, it'll be fine.
I feel like it's because like some people have like played games for so long, they're so exposed to this environment, right? So it's to the point where you like grow a thick skin over it.
No, I
Yeah.
never did because I muted everyone.
Either that or you grow thick skin, right? So you
Yeah.
just start to not care about what other people say. But it's for a fact that like some people started playing games at like only recently because of
Yeah.
like COVID and shit. I don't know why. Because it's fun. I don't know. But like
Yeah.
but like it's because like we're not that exposed to the environment yet that this is all just a very like shocking thing
Yeah.
Mhm.
to hear, to see, stuff like that.
Mm.
So like I feel like for like Akane and I, it's more of like we want to know that people is on our side. Even if we get bashed more, it's fine. We just want somebody in our corner fighting for us when we can't do it for ourselves.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we'll still be like, I mean, the most we'll fight back is just more like, yeah, these people are like that one, you know, they're fucking idiots and stuff.
I
And they don't
think-
care about those people.
Okay, wait.
That's all we can do. But what else can we do other than also
wait.
like
I guess
fuck
the
them and just
more
mute it?
the more direct question is, would you rather we tell you in chat, or tell you in voice chat that this is fuck and like, yeah, we are on your side, or would you rather us actually like go out and attack them back?
No, you can
Yeah.
tell us in voice chat. It doesn't really matter. We just want to know if somebody is on our side or like in our corner, like
Yeah,
helping
I
us.
would do that, but I wouldn't be like
I'm sorry, I'll try
suddenly
better.
all chat. Wow, yo, this fucker, who do you think you are, huh?
I mean,
Insulting
like,
someone.
obviously, we don't
No,
expect
we
it to
don't.
that extent where it's just like you talking smack about the person talking smack about us.
Yeah, but not
Yeah.
like. But we
It's more
won't like
like we
go
want
our way
somebody
out.
to stand out, like stand up for us when we can't do it ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's normal. I would do that for guys too, actually.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
wouldn't. But for me, if you want me to go in and be like insult that guy,
Yeah, we don't
and
expect that,
started
dude.
you,
Yeah,
started
we
to make
don't. We have
to
never
defend
expected you to like
like a
insult the
simp.
guy back.
No, we don't do that.
I
Yeah,
think
we don't
It
expect
depends.
that.
Actually, it depends. For me, I would do
More or
that.
less, we kind of expect like somebody to just stand with us. It's like if like when we're like beaten down to like shit, right? Or, like on the floor, just crawling already, like legs broken, hands broken, fingers broken, head broken. And we just it's like we just kind of want somebody there to just be like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're here. I'm here for you. I know that people are shit, and you don't have to go through this alone.
Yeah, of course it's
Okay,
not gonna like cast a revivify on
that
us or like
I could
cast
do.
healing, but
But
it's gonna
then,
let us continue crawling lah instead of
Yeah,
just
Yeah,
continue getting
exactly.
stomped on.
no, that one, yes. But the thing is, if you're playing that, you're not playing with us, right? Let's say you play solo and that happened. There's no way I could be like do that the same thing to like as if you're playing together, you know.
No,
I would like
obviously
try to
not.
help
I
you.
mean, like, if
Obviously.
you're like
Yeah.
playing alone, then that's like then you do what you want to. You know, if you want to tell
Yeah.
somebody about it, then tell somebody about it. If
Yeah,
like
but if you tell somebody about it and then the person like comforts you and tell you, you know what, next time just mute. Wouldn't it be the same thing? Alright? It would still be like,
no,
oh
no,
shit,
no,
why-
because it's already done and done with. Like it's
Mm,
already been dealt with once. Like you play alone, right?
mm.
Because like we know that people can be shitty.
Yeah.
But it's
Okay.
only in like a group setting where if like you're like duoing with somebody and then
Yeah.
like
That
another
makes
person
sense,
talks smacks about you and then you just want somebody to be there.
Yeah. Then definitely people would defend. I think most guys would do that too, even girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I think
So we
But
don't
Suzu,
expect
I don't
anybody.
know, man.
I also don't know, man.
I don't know, man. He
I
I
can
thought
tell
he
from
tell me to
experience
just
he
come
all
doesn't.
the time.
Yeah, bro. I remember he told me just to just don't play.
Just
I'm
get
like,
better.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's
interesting.
on you, man.
As a guy who has 10 years of playtime and like shit tons of fucked up people I met, right? I think my response is very bad because I respond by letting the situation die because it will pass and it's something that is said in that one game shouldn't affect you moving forward.
But I feel like it does to an extent when like it's like you see somebody do something bad to your friend, right? And you want to like help them. It's like, okay, take games out of the context. Let's say like you see somebody like shit
I'll
talking
be them.
on your friend.
Interesting gameplay.
It's something
Okay.
like that. What? It's like you just want to stand up for them. No, it's almost the same as like playing games when you're like whether it's like through the internet or not. It's like you want to protect them, right? So by standing up for them is kind of a way that you're protecting them as well. You're making
Yeah.
them all like
Right.
snuggly.
Honestly, right, I think, right, for me, as the person in question, at least from my POV, right, if it's online, right, I feel powerless to do anything because after playing so much games or like remove the game out of aspect, online surface is if you add a defense, you seem to need to give more for the most exposure for it to escalate. Meanwhile,
Okay.
if you don't do anything, there's a higher chance of it just decaying and rotting off.
We're not
Just be talking
saying
to
like
yourself.
do something as in go in all chat and say that they're a shit person. We're not talking about that. We're more likely saying like if you're in a voice call with the other person, you just you just comfort them, you know? You don't say,
Yeah.
"Oh, just mute. They're not worth
Yeah.
it. Just
It's
mute."
like, okay, just let's put this in real life perspective, okay? Wait for ya. Just imagine, right? Okay, let's say your friend getting bullied. Let's say we in primary school, your friend kena bullied. Kena punch, kena called ugly, whatever. Then later, you want to go and comfort them, right? But then like the thing is, if you're gonna apply the mentality of just let it die out, right? You won't tell them, I just take the punches. What are you gonna do? What are they gonna do about it? Or you won't just tell the person, hey, go kill yourself, are you?
Yeah,
then they can't bully you.
I feel like
Not like that, right?
I'll just go and beat the person.
Different
Isn't that in
situation.
game sense just either
Yeah, but-
like shitting
but
on the
you-
enemies then telling them
No.
they're bad?
Okay, but hitting the person in game sense means you gotta press enter type, tell them to shut the fuck up and do everything you can to like assault them, and then it'll be like an all-out war because the guy probably
I
don't
had
like losing
to,
too.
to be fair, right? I think now if we're in this situation, alright. I think it heavily relies on whether it's a competitive game or not now. If I'm in rank, right, there's a less chance of me lashing out because I hate losing, which is like it goes against whatever.
He cares about games more than friends. Wakarimashita.
No, because it's like everyone loses in that sense. At least to me, it annoys me like it irks me to the point I would prefer to just lose. But at the same time, I don't know if it's the same for everyone. So I take like the gameplay sense heavier. So like maybe if we win, it will be less painful.
I don't think so. If you have to win and then your other person is like being bashed the fucking ground, in my opinion, it's not worth it. Because like it's because of like the mental, like the mental shit that they have to go through. It's like, yeah, sure, you win, but at what cost?
Yeah, kind of.
I feel like I'm learning so much.
This topic is exactly why I'm taking a hiatus and taking a break from Valorant right now. Like, I went back to join y'all like recently, right?
Yeah.
Mental crash. I am continuing the break because like the thing is, you're not performing well.
Yeah.
If people flame you, right, for not performing well, right?
It's like, oh my god, you used to do so much better. What happened? Shut the fuck up.
That is like the thing is, there is nothing you can do right now. You're just
Exactly.
performing bad. There's nothing you can do. So like, what do? You only can suck it up and just go, okay lah, whatever. But the okay whatever mental doesn't apply when your mental is already in shambles.
Exactly.
I am in shambles, bro.
To be honest, if someone tell me that, right, I wouldn't be playing with them again.
Because like you will realize like before I took my hiatus, I had like quite a few bad games back to back. And it's just like non-stop of people going, you're so bad. Oh, you're a woman. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
No one is there to comfort me. No one is there to defend me. I am
Come
just
and
by
defend
myself,
you.
even though I'm partying with like 3 other people or like 2 other people or 4,
I'm
or
sorry,
like 4
I
other
abandoned
people.
you in the ditches. Commit aside.
So right after a while, I just started going, okay lah, I'm shit at the game. What can I do?
It
But you
makes
still
you
continue getting
doubt
flamed.
yourself even if you like perform on certain days, you know?
Yeah. And even if you then the problem is when you doubt yourself, right, you start performing worse. There is no
Yeah.
win con.
That's why I don't. That's why there's a time when I play Apex with Suzu and one guy, and then the guy just keeps shit talking me. I just get worse and worse after that.
I think I told Tyoru to stop playing because I felt really bad. Because it's just, as a friend, I can see it's not conducive. And I try to play people in a atmosphere where everyone has fun, which is why I'm very picky who I invite.
Yeah. At that point, I'm just like contemplating why should I just grind to masters?
Was the grind really worth it?
Yeah, is it still worth? Why not just
It's
start
the purple-
drawing?
It's the shiny purple badge worth it.
Yeah.
I think as a person who very used to bashing himself and then just powering through it through mental fault alone, right? I have a hard time understanding why people need like support because I never got the same. Why is no one's gonna motivate me, no one's gonna support me. I'm trash. I should just do better, even if it means I'm gonna get bashed every round because I keep making the same mistakes.
I feel like that's exactly what's going on with us.
Yeah.
Like even if like somebody says that you're doing well, you don't want to you want to believe it, but then it's hard to believe.
Yeah. I have not performed well in Valorant for like 2 weeks or more.
Okay, it's okay. Just play with me. No need to perform well. It's fine.
Yeah, we
Don't
both
need
used to
don't
not
even
do this. Run it down.
Amen.
Okay, I'm in
Amen.
like the middle. I'm in like the middle. If someone keep praising me, right, I'll be super happy, and then I think I'll perform. I will like continue to try to perform better than before. But if it's like the opposite, like if I just keep like getting shit talk, I think that's where it's like shit goes down the hill.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
same.
yeah. So
Obviously,
like
of
the
course.
thing with like I guess like this applies to a lot of like my friends. And I think like a lot of people in general,
Mm.
but like especially people with mental illnesses, right?
Mm-mm.
I don't think I have mental illness though.
But yeah, it's like if you play like shit, people flame you. And then like I
Yeah.
understand about powering it through, but sometimes right, we
It's-
literally cannot power it through. Our
Deep-
brain is
Yeah.
not configured for it, you know. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
Depends,
yeah.
God
I
forgot
think.
to turn on, forgot to patch our brain, you know, forgot the patch update, forgot to download, you know.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
on
I
the
think-
survivalist patch.
Because it's more like I know I'm here to like improve, but at the same time, to me, it doesn't revolve around me. For like say like Apex game, right? I really want to like get very good at Apex, but it doesn't do anything with my life. I don't get like shit for it, you know. Other than getting the badge, there's nothing
Yeah.
much about it. But if it's like something, let's say like art, like work related, I would definitely, if I get bashed, I would definitely want to prove them wrong, right? Because it's something to do like with my life. I need to get better either ways. So I think it's like a different view for me.
Cause like honestly, right, my side is like how to put it. It's literally you get good or you pass away.
Yeah, same.
Oh dear.
Literally, actually in real life pass away. It's like you know how many times I've just defaulted to just passing away. I'm going
maybe
to pass
not.
away right quick.
Maybe not,
I'm gonna just
folks.
open the window
Oh
grill and
dear,
just
maybe
yeah.
not, guys.
And my window doesn't open that big.
Yeah, like
Yeah. So I'm like, I gotta get skinny, bro. I gotta
I
get
just want
skinny.
to have fun and improve, man.
So you think
What's
I'm
wrong with that?
skinny?
You think I'm skinny?
Oh, no.
That's how I really
But
look
yeah,
at art
it's
now.
cause like if you're at the lowest of your low in your life right now, right, and then somebody goes ahead and just say shit that makes you even feel lower than you can already,
Yeah.
it's not that great.
It's like,
I
wow,
think I
I found
understand that, man.
I have dug an even deeper pit than I
Yeah.
thought I could have possibly done.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
I'm pretty
exactly.
like that too.
I
It's like
It's
guess
like
you start
already 6
thinking
feet
not
under.
just
You
about
dig
the
some
game,
more, it's like
okay?
10 feet already.
Yeah. You
Bro,
start
I'm
thinking about
literally gonna
something
reach
else
the
too.
core of the earth already, bro.
Yeah.
I have not seen the light of day for years.
I now realize why I think so differently. Because mine is I survive the rock bottom opening up continuously over and over and over until the point I just know how to climb back up. So I do not know how
exactly.
to like provide support. Like I want to provide support because I know how it feels to be at rock bottom.
I think you provide the support, but then it's like the support that it's like you
Okay.
think it helps, but really
It
kind of
doesn't.
doesn't.
I think it's a
Yeah.
mental
I
gift.
think I would
Yeah.
say
It's a
it this way
mental
lah. I'll put it this way is where you learn how to cope with it, but the way you cope with it is not exactly what society calls healthy
Yeah.
or what like the moral stance put it as healthy, right? So when you give people that thing, when rock bottom is still swallowing them over and over again, it's not like you're tossing them a rope or anything. You're just straight up telling them from the top, oh, you
Deal
try
with it,
climb from
man.
this rock to this rock to this rock, but
Yeah,
their leg
yeah.
is broken.
Oh yeah. Wait,
It's
that's
like
such,
their leg.
that's
It's
so
like their
painful.
leg is already not
Okay,
working,
no.
and
That's
then you
so
tell them to
accurate.
climb.
Wait, that's actually so accurate. Like the way I
But
like
it's like the way I put it right is that your leg already healed. You learn how to climb up already.
Mm,
Their legs still broken. They can't climb.
yeah.
exactly.
For me,
They really can't climb. Their fingers are broken. Their legs broken. Their neck broken. Everything broken.
no, but for me it's like that. For me it's more like this. Some people just can't jump as high as you. You can't expect them to like just jump, man. Just jump. What the fuck are you doing? Just jump.
Dude, it's
You can't jump?
literally
No
telling
problem.
like it's like telling like Michael Phelps to swim faster.
Yeah, not everyone is Usain Bolt, you know. Not
I
everyone
know
Exactly.
Usain
is
Bolt
as
in
high,
out of the way,
okay,
bro.
and then tell them to be like, you need just finish in 6 seconds. It's easy. Just run.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
after
Do that,
it's
okay?
like
Not
you
everyone
can
can
tell
do
someone
that.
who like
You just make
took
them
a degree
suicide.
in mountaineering to tell someone who has never even heard of mountaineering how to
Yeah,
climb a
there's
goddamn mountain.
everyone reach the
Exactly.
checkpoint different way,
This is
different
where
Yeah.
this is where I apologize.
Yeah.
I feel like because my experience is so L, right, that when I see other people experience, to me it's not that bad. But I didn't know how it feels like to be at that same position. So
I feel like it's more of a yeah, you have it bad, but to other people, it's a horrible as well.
Mm.
It's like you shouldn't start to compare like experiences.
Yeah.
It's like yeah, I have it bad, and then when the other person tells me they like what they have to go through, yeah, you have it bad too. Like we both are in shit. That's it.
Yeah, we should just hold hands and go high five, bestie.
Exactly. It's
it's-
kind of like you've been through shit. I've been through shit. We've been through shit. It's not like oh my shit is worse than your shit.
no, it's like
At least you don't have to go through this shit.
I think
you know?
that's the mental thief, I guess. Because mine is like I feel like my experience I go through is so bad and there's no one there. Just having the thought of having someone to communicate in this like hard situation, at least from my point of view, was way better than if you were just in a solo queue scenario like oh
I mean, like, not everyone wants to live through that hell, right? Or everyone could cope with it.
yeah so
That's
Is-
why. That's why.
It's not like everybody has the same experience,
Yeah.
but it's just horrible when somebody compares your experience and then just discards it as in like, oh, you think you have it bad? I have it worse.
You don't
No,
know
Yeah.
shit,
no,
man.
I think the point I bring up is misleading. All I'm saying is it's not that I'm comparing it as in like how to say, to me what I'm supporting you right now with is like what I wanted and it's like the most I know what I wanted at the time. So that's why I'm doing it. Like
I feel
just
like
being
what you
there.
want and what it kind of differs to like person to person. What you want may not be what the other person wants.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like I do not know how to properly like support because what I wanted at the time was just someone to be there, you know. Meanwhile, as you say, like you would want someone to defend you and just give your support. And which for me is like foreign because like oh my god, just
Okay.
having someone there would have been amazing really for me.
This is how it feels like. If it's a real life situation, put it in a real life situation, right? You are getting like beat down by this random guy, and then you look towards your left, is Wushii standing there still. Would you still feel like I'm happy because she's there watching me getting beat down, or would you prefer she tried to do something, maybe beat the guy up too with you?
I think that's
So they feel like yes, at least we like team up together, you know.
no, I think that's the wrong example already. It's more
I
like
mean,
having, in my case, it's more like just having someone in like there.
yeah, to be
like,
there but not doing anything.
No,
What's the
not
point?
not there, but like a friend.
Yeah, I mean that's the same with Wushii's and Akane's case. It's like you're there, but then it would be nice
I think
if you're actually
No,
there
no,
to support.
I think
The
this is
more-
the
like standing
point.
there, you know.
Again,
I think the better example, right, is if you want to do the beating up one, right? It's more like, let's say Suzu getting beaten up by random strangers,
Yeah, and
but
then
Wushii
Wushii's
is
standing
in the
there.
same room, right? I'll give
Yeah,
you
yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah.
thing. Wushii's in the same room, but she's tied up, blindfolded. She can hear the beating, what? But the thing is, what can she do, right? Other than that, she can only shout stop. You know that she's actually caring for you. It feels better, but the thing is, you really know she can't really do anything. That's kind of like the more accurate analogy, I feel.
yeah. It's something along that. The one I
Yeah,
was
it's like
going.
when you can do something, why didn't you at least try to
The
like
one I was going for,
comfort
right, it's
someone?
more like you just have someone in your mind that you can think of. Because of my case, right, I was like in this same exact scenario, but I had no one in my mind that I could go to or like to talk to. So I just went through this whole shitty cycle for like a few years straight, being bad at games all by myself with like no friends. So I just power through it. So in my case, my only like when I see this happen in my head, it's like of course yeah, I would obviously want to attack back or like support, but I don't know how what support is like enough. So I try to give what I think is like enough or like what is helpful. But because my
think-
experience is so bad, me being there to me is like good.
Okay, I think the best one, right? After you see it happen one time, right? obviously, like, you know, the person is not happy already. The other person is not happy already. Kena bash non-stop, right? I think the best thing to do next, right, is just to ask them, how could I be of like better support to you?
Yeah. What
At
do you
least
need?
that's what I do to people.
How do I
At
help
least
you
I
to
know
feel
what
better?
is their boundary and what they would like me to do. Although sometimes it is undoable, I would tell them that it's undoable. But I can do this instead. Is that okay? Communication is a good thing.
It looks like good communication, but not really. I personally right wanted to ask for a while with like different friends. What would you like me to do if you getting bashed? I feel like it's such a hard topic to navigate or to bring up because I learned recently that talking about bad situations is not the play because it reminds the person of the bad situation. So then
Yeah,
I
that's why
like in a
like-
dilemma. What do
I
I
mean,
do?
like,
You know?
talking
in
about
that
is still fresh in their mind, so you don't bring it back up.
Yeah, in that situation. But
In
the
the
next
situation
game,
itself, just tell
try not
them.
to talk about it already.
Yeah,
Unless
next
the
game
guys
just
talk
ignore
about
already. Forget.
Yeah.
We live, learn, forget, baby.
Yeah.
It's out already, bros.
I guess that's the biggest like different factor for me because I don't want to forget. So I always try my best to remember these situations.
At least you don't complain about it, right?
Yeah, I like
Because
to.
like people I met just keeps not talking about that situation. Wow, that guy bad, this guy bad. Oh my god. I cannot.
I keep it in my mind all the time because it's like motivation or like a good reminder of how bad people can be, which is why naturally I very picky.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, that makes sense.
So I guess today I learned a lot. I want to support someone when they're getting bashed. Do a bit more. Just being there isn't good enough.
Yeah, don't stand there, you know.
Don't just stand there and
Yeah,
watch.
don't just stand there and watch. What the fuck?
It's like it's like you see something getting beat up, right? And then
sit
after
there.
that, it's like telling them, do better.
It's
I mean,
just
why didn't you just run?
it's just the online landscape for me.
It's like your
That's
leg
what I
already
s-
broken, hand broken, finger broken, neck broken, head broken, your neck fucking broken, and then you're just telling the person, run lah.
Run, man. Just
No,
run.
Run lah. Yeah, you know what's the best part?
Yo.
It feels like they're just like, okay, imagine
Just
like
get
you're stuck
up.
in a fight, right? You're stuck in a fight. And then like the person, right, he's just like, oh, he just takes out the phone, whips out the phone, starts recording. Hey, just run, bro. Just run.
I feel like it's just my inability to communicate well though. In a physical sense where actions can be taken directly, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there'll be a lag time. I just struggle with like words and like communicating stuff properly or like conveying like concern or like worry. Which is
But
why
this
I
is more
take
like feelings.
yeah,
feelings.
that's why I always take like the super direct approach if it's not always enough. Instead of like being like beating around the bush with topics, I always go very direct because I don't know how to approach the conversation. So if like I'm seeing my friend get bashed, I don't know how to approach it in a way that doesn't hurt them. So I go very direct, and then that very straightforwardness always end up hurting them.
Okay, I mean, this is very simple. How would you feel when you're eating in a restaurant, then someone slap your friend?
No,
and
that's the
force
no. See, that's the issue.
It's
I
the same
cannot.
thing.
I no. I
It's like-
cannot. I
it's the
cannot
same
hear
as
it.
like someone
No.
insults you in front of you, and then you
You don't understand. You don't understand. I cannot understand a physical analogy because to me, physical analogy is so much easier to approach.
yeah, I mean, like you fight back, right? Definitely.
Yeah,
right?
no, the
Yeah,
thing is with
Same
words.
thing, it's
No,
like
no, I can't think of
words.
it in words. Do you get what I mean?
So okay, so when like let's say someone just started insulting your girlfriend, right, in chat lah, okay, and then you'll be like, oh, that's normal. I've been doing that. And they insult me too, that kind of level, but just deal with it, I guess. But I don't think that's the same thing like how Wushii would felt, right? So would you like I don't know what I'm saying. I forgot already. Fuck.
It's like
You were going
Hey.
Whose
so
mind
well.
literally just went.
I think
My
You're
brain
doing
cells
so
dying.
well.
Okay,
You're
okay.
doing so well.
I think I can bring it back. It's more like, okay, if
Well, how would
like
you feel in that situation?
if
Like if someone insults your friend, like wouldn't you like try to like defend your friends, or would you just be like, yeah, that happened. It happened to me, so it should be normal for that person, my friend, to be like get insulted.
It's like you telling the other person to just grow a thicker skin.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So you won't feel anything at that moment, right?
It's like just ignore it.
Yeah.
Just take it. Just in one ear, out one ear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly, if you roll it back, I did say before, I don't know what to say.
Mm.
As a
But wouldn't you
person.
feel angry too? Like,
Yeah,
fuck,
no.
man, what the fuck? This
Yeah, you
guy
see,
just...
no, okay, I say already. I always default to attacking back. But if attacking
Yeah.
back only leads to further, right, I don't know what else I can do at that rate. Because my mind just blanks out to shit. I'll talk to them after the game ends. I don't know what to say while it's happening.
Usually, when that happens, I'll just like, yeah, man, fuck him, man. Just ignore, man. Just forget him, man.
Yeah, I always
I'll just
I'll be
ignore
like, I think I say that they're just not worth your time worrying and
Yeah.
caring about what they have to say. But
Yeah, but before that, right?
Yeah,
You should
but-
say that on the last solution, then just like straight up without like saying anything before that. You just straight up like ignore this person. Then that would just felt like, the fuck? Just tell me to like not to like ignore my feelings when that guy just shit talk me.
See, that's the thing. I'm not good with words, so I always just default to the straight line. You know how usually when you deal with this kind of very complex scenarios, it's more you usually go at it very tactfully, which I've been trying to learn how to like phrase stuff better and actually use my God-given brain to think about how I should phrase it nicer, or like talk about it in a more what's the word for it, graceful way, without being so like, yes, just ignore them, they're not worth your time, they're complete garbage human beings. Like, this doesn't help, no.
See, okay, if I were to apply how you guys have done this kind of support before, I would just say, just learn faster, Lemao.
Oh, I
But
never do that.
now, right, I would tell you honestly, is if you want to learn how to be more tactful with your words, right, find people who are already tactful and ask them what is their thought process of how to make tactful. Honestly.
They just don't say anything. I've asked this question so many people. They just don't say anything. Just let them be sad, or like drop small like, it's nice try, you're doing your best. I know that's what I'm like. Huh? Is that really enough? Huh?
Yeah.
That one apply on situation, but usually yes.
Okay.
If somebody was to tell me like you're doing your best, I know you're doing your best. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I'll be like,
I
okay.
know you're doing your best. It's like, oh, thank you.
Okay.
I feel
Like I know I'm
acknowledge.
doing my best already, so my efforts aren't like to waste, you know?
I feel like I say that, no?
No.
Yes. I feel
No.
I feel I've definitely said it a lot, actually. That I know that you're trying your best and I know it's hard.
For me, I'll just say something like to make it sound like the guy who insulted my friend is a clown, so that the things will be like less like more like less angry, more funny.
To be fair, right,
To
I think
de-escalate the feelings.
the try harder thing, right, is a joke, by the way. I would like to clarify that. I'm not being serious when I say try harder.
Yeah, but then with your tone, it sounds like you are.
Yeah. Do you know the amount of times you've told me try harder? Like, I literally have defaulted to Suzu never giving me proper advice or no comfort, no any sort of like anything. But just try harder
I know
Laugh
in
awkwardly.
games.
Like lol.
It's
Just
not
try
on
harder.
purpose. I
I
meant
thought
it
you
as
guys
a
are always
joke.
joking around.
Yeah,
though, to be
it's a...
Because okay, when Suzu keeps saying that, right? At first, I'm like, "Whoa, what the fuck, man? Why you so like bad to Akane?" But Akane just suddenly like says some shit like, "Yeah, man, I'm bad, I'm stuff and that." And I'm like, "Oh, I guess she's just
Like if
joking."
a person has self-doubt, you don't want to like pummel
Oh,
their
I'm not
self-doubt
joking when
more,
I say
you
I'm
know?
bad.
I'm
I'm
so-
serious.
I'm sorry. I thought it was always a joking
It's like
issue.
you're already, it's like their leg
I know
already
it's a
bashed, their
joke,
hands
but
bashed,
like
right? It's like
like
you're
I guess
pumping
it's
it
a
out
defense
more.
mechanism.
yeah. After like like you've been bashed so many times, right? It just like afterwards, right? You
I
know
know,
when
like,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
overused, then it's just like Shit, man.
Yeah, sure thing, bro.
Oh well.
Like, you know, like how you say something so much you start to believe it.
Yeah. You
It's
hear
like
it until
you
you're just
already
like,
know. It's like you already know that you're shit at the game. Like you're trying your best. But then if another person just keeps saying it, it's like, oh dude, you're so fucking bad, man. Just get better. Just fucking get good, bro. It's like you
Really?
start to think like,
You-
oh shit, I'm actually bad.
do I
Once in a
phrase
while is
Shit,
okay,
I'm
I
bad.
do,
guess.
do I phrase it that bad? I feel like I always say try harder
Yeah.
in a joking sense. I'm so sorry.
Maybe you need to balance it, you know. Like
Yeah.
you
You
have to,
should
like,
know when to make a joke. You should
yeah,
know
you
when
need
to
to, like,
yeah.
shit
Right.
talk, but
Cause
at the
like,
same time praise too. So it will
do
feel
you
like when you shit talk, it's a joke.
do you want like an example, by the way?
Yes.
You know that period of time where I kept like accidentally velt outing?
Yeah.
I still remember the one of the last few times that I accidentally velt outed, right? You just went, wow, again? It's like at this point, right, you know it's like a jokingly like again kind of thing. But like, you know, you're just gonna shit, fuck man, I guess I'm a burden again. Fuck, whatever. I wasted another out, I just shit. What can I do, you know?
Oh,
I sometimes feel like Suzu doesn't understand. Like he's been like good at games for a really long time already, right?
Mm.
So sometimes I feel like he doesn't really understand what's going through our heads
yeah, I
when
don't.
we play really bad. Like when we
Yeah.
play like really badly, when we accidentally do something.
You know what's the worst part? The velt out thing, right, wasn't even a me problem. It was actually my keyboard acting up. And I was like, I got blamed all that time for nothing.
It's like we start to
Pass
think
away.
that it's like our fault, especially when we play with like high ranked players, right? We already know that their skill level is a lot more superior than ours.
Mm.
So we feel like a burden if our damage is not there. We're not doing anything. They just one squad wipe, like one person squad wipe the whole team. Like it's stuff like that that makes us like feel like, oh shit, we're bad.
Mm.
Now as
So even if the person was to tell us like, "Oh, you're doing great," but we want to know what we're doing good at, you know, so we can keep that and then improve on like other things, you know.
You
now
explain
now
why
on
you
a
do good.
serious note, right? What do I say then? Because I've come to realize, right? Say when people say they are doing poorly and I say same, they get annoyed. Then when I say anything,
Yeah,
they
because
It's not the same.
no,
because
okay,
we are
no,
not the same. Your
no,
skill
no,
level is so
no,
high.
no, no. After that, no, the thing is, you now you gotta understand from my perspective, right? Then what do you want me to say? Oh, you're not doing. Then if I say, oh, you're not really doing that badly. You're doing great. They say I'm lying. Then I'm like, okay. Then
We want to know what we're doing good at. So we
that
can
Yeah.
no, but
and then
you do understand at my okay. Think about it from my point of view. Okay, imagine whatever you have tried to say or comfort or support. Everyone says you're lying or they're just saying for sake of saying. Then you're gonna reach a brick wall where you're like, okay, then should I just shut the fuck up? Like, okay, maybe the way I say it is very aggressive, but like, should I just like keep quiet then, or should I just play by myself next time? Because it feels like I'm putting a very heavy burden or stress on people that I'm playing with. And then
I
yeah,
mean,
because I feel like whether they play or not, they're like it's normal for people to want to perform.
no, okay, but no, but yes, you see, it's coming from the guy who's inviting. You're thinking about the person that is going through it. You're not thinking about the guy that invite and he feels bad for inviting. So then after that, you're like, okay, then do I just stop inviting them to play and just play by myself? Would that be better?
no,
If you say no, right, then what can I do to make them feel better about themselves? That like because it feels like whatever I say, I come at a losing standpoint where I'm always gonna end up somehow putting them down. Be it pointing out that they're doing good in certain areas or doing bad in certain areas or completely just praising them non-stop. Because
yeah,
for some
that really
reason
depends on people.
yeah, no, but as this kind from my side, it feels like whenever I try to praise anyone, I'm going at it at a losing standpoint, and whatever I say doesn't mean anything. It seems to only put them in a more negative state. So
Yeah, I
now,
understand.
yeah, so then I recently just default to solo queuing games that I play, that I don't have to, that I can play it by myself. Like I play Apex alone sometimes, I play Overwatch alone sometimes, I play Dota alone. Because
Depends
it
though, because it's like
puts like way less stress on myself to think about what I can do or what I can say to make the environment conducive for them, I just give up and be like, you know what? I'll just play by myself. I don't want to stress anyone out. I don't want to make them feel shitty. I don't want them to go through it. Like, I just default to bye bye. 我自己玩了啦。
I think you wanna know what's the funniest part?
What?
Even if they don't play with you, right, I'm pretty sure they still feel like shit.
Yeah.
They're like, why now the guy don't
Because
play with me?
especially if you have like, okay, let's take it as I'll give you like what has happened as I was inviting someone that was lower rank. Okay. So of course they will say I'm bad, etc. Firstly, I remind them we are in this elo, you're not in this elo. But yeah, so you're actually doing very well for your elo. Then secondly, you have to remind them that even though they are not doing the best, right, in your lobbies, they are still trying their best, and that you can tell that you can see their effort. Just acknowledge their effort, and you don't have to go constantly praise them on like, oh, you're so good, because or else it will start feeling empty. You feel the lack of sincerity afterwards. Because like as someone from the receiving end, right, someone who just keeps going, no what, you're doing good, what? You're doing good, what? It's just I always get the you're doing good, what? Even though I'm bot fragging, you don't feel the sincerity or anything. But people who tell me like, it's okay, I know you're trying your best, or like I can tell, like you just like reminding me like it's okay, this is like plat elo, but you're doing really well for plat elo, or
No,
like just reminding me that I
I
am
always avoid that
okay.
that sentiment, like that rank differential. I feel like it undermines that, like, you know, I don't know. It feels very undermining of them. So I always never
Yes,
bring up rank.
that's like that one you have to really see based on the person. But the most easiest and like sincere way, right, is to always acknowledge their efforts.
Okay,
You don't have to go like oh, because you're good at
I've
this.
acknowledged. I've tried acknowledging efforts, right, and it seems to only backfire in the sense that they think that, I don't know, it's the way I say it or my voice, but they think I'm just lying to them lah. Then I'm like, okay, what the
Okay,
fuck?
I feel like sometimes it's just the guy's problem, man. Because I feel like, okay, if you just say like nice, good, maybe it doesn't feel like sincere. But if you say, oh shit, that was a good push, nice one, I like, that was good, then obviously the person, oh yeah, I did a good push.
I mean, I do praise
Yeah. So
normally,
I don't
like
think
casually, you know.
that's
Yeah.
Like,
you're
But
not
there
always
is
like
a
that.
limit, like to the point where sometimes you tried your best. If they're still not getting it, then it's really like maybe they are just
Yeah, but just
not
nice
there.
try,
They're
right?
not feeling that already. They're not really feeling it anymore.
so what if I tell
You can't do anything.
What if I tell you to
Hey.
autofill the reason why I solo queue a lot of games now?
I'm the reason.
A lot of people, right, I play with, right, be it you or someone, right, someone else, right, a lot of people I play with, right, I don't know whether it's just because they think I'm super good at the game and they have respect for how well I play the game, but I can't seem to ever like play them in the sense that, because I play for fun, right? I always say I'm playing for fun, and just so happen for me winning is fun, but I will never blame you for the reason why we lost, because to me that is pointless. I don't want to put you down, and I'm just here to for my like 我自己, you know, I play for myself. I'm not playing for you, so I don't put you down, and I don't think about it that way. But no matter what I say to people, they always seem to put themselves down and they feel pressured to perform. Then I'm like, then like that, why would I want to put you through that? I came from solo queue background, someone so my bad.
I think
Okay
that's just people putting pressures on themselves to do better because
they don't make you feel bad.
Because they don't want. I think okay lah. They don't want to be a burden. I will put it in my perspective. It's a me problem, It's like that's why I still accept your invites. When you invite me, I say okay, sure, let's go. Fuck it, let's go.
Is it wrong for me to just shut down everyone and reject everyone and just solo queue now? Because I as a considerate person don't want anyone to feel bad for playing with me just because of my rank, because I honestly play for fun.
If they said that, oh, I don't want to play high rank, man, but I kind of want to play Suzu, then I guess that's on them. But if it's like, I don't mind playing high rank, but even though I lose a lot, but I kind of feel
No,
bad
it's not even high rank, it's just any game period.
Because I feel like you're just high rank in almost every single game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. This is why I rotated
people
to
don't
try
want to
new
play
people.
with you that wouldn't want to play with you.
No,
why do you think I still like play with you? Like, cause we are
Yeah.
friends, ma.
Yeah,
I'm
we still
okay to
enjoy the
play with
moment.
you. I
Right.
enjoy playing with you. It's just that I'm very hard on myself
Yeah.
because I have people on my back all the time.
Yeah, it's not a I can't speak for everyone, but I would say like usually people who wants to play with someone tends to not care too much about the gameplay, but more like company. They play. What's the reason why they play? It's not because they want you to carry them, or
Yeah.
maybe, but they want most. The most thing is more like they want to have like a relationship with you, right? Have a good time with you because they enjoy your company.
Out of
That's why they
context,
play
that
with you.
sounds really
I
wrong.
know, right?
I know,
It's
right?
like they pay me to date me, what?
No,
I mean, go for
Matthias,
it.
Matthias. Oh dear.
Friendship relationship, okay? They
I
want
know.
to build that friendship route, not the relationship.
Yeah,
Friendship
I know,
route.
I know what you mean,
Macam
but
RPG game.
no, but
Yeah.
I took things out of like everyone's hand
Yeah, take out of
by like
context, I
by
guess.
like just I've been playing with a lot of new people to avoid
Mm.
playing the same old people because I feel like I put very
Is it?
unnecessary amount of stress. Yeah.
Then, for me, I think opposite. If you just, for let's say, right, if you keep playing with other people, then suddenly stop playing with me, right, I'll be like, fuck man, I think Suzu hates me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. I also like
You
go,
just suddenly
you know,
stop
I guess I'm
playing
a
rank
burden
with
this
Where's
round.
the where's so someone explain to me
God
where's the
damn.
win condition? I feel like I'm pressuring people to play because
The thing is that when you invite people to play, right, we already have the expectation that it's gonna be a hard game. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be there's gonna be people shitting on me. There's gonna be preds. There's gonna be masters. There's gonna be
Why
fucking
do you
diamonds,
think that
right?
I asked Haru to play Valorant when you asked for people to invite? Because I want to play with him.
Yeah, exactly. And
Guys.
then like it's not you. It's not for you to like say like, oh, they don't want to play with me. They're having like this like they think that playing with me is hard. It's not for you to think that, you know.
Yeah,
It's
it's
because
them.
they want to play with you. It's because you're fun,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
You can't say that, oh, they don't want to like. I don't want to play with them anymore because like I care about their mental. Yeah, it's like, yeah, sure, you care about the mental, but at the same time, they play with, they accepted your invite for a reason. If they start to like say that they're bad and stuff, it's because they're putting a hard time on their like on themselves. Like for me personally, whenever I play with you, right? Obviously, I know my skill gap. There's like a fucking skill gap there, lah. Right?
Yeah, forever kena skill gap one. It's like we already understand
We
it, you know.
know that we have a skill gap. We know that
I
we're fucking
feel
like silver
bad.
players and you're a
That's why
master
That's a you
player.
problem now. Now it's a you problem.
So that's
Exactly.
why when I play with people that I know they are bad, they keep saying they're bad, I'll just tell them it's okay, man. We are playing in master lobby.
I always
So,
say it's
The
okay,
reason
but
why
then
it's hard.
I just feel like they bash themselves cause they're playing with me, then the things becomes hard.
We know that we have a big skill gap with like some people. We know that we're bad. We know that we're not doing good enough. We know that. So it's not on you to carry that burden for us. It's like if we play like for like we have our own standards, right?
Yeah.
If like for like let's say Valorant, we hit like let's say I hit like what 5 and like 5, 10, 2. Then I'm playing a shit game. I'm gonna be like, why the fuck kind of perform, right? But it's not on the person who invited me to say like I don't think like let's not play anymore. Like let's just take a break. Taking a break is fine, but to say like let's not play,
Yeah,
that
just
makes the
sounds
other
like
person feel shit.
you
Yeah,
sound like
then you just
I
start to
don't
think,
want to play
shit,
with you
I'm
because
a
you're
burden
bad,
now.
you know?
Yeah.
And then to see you solo queue afterwards, you're just like, oh shit, I'm really bad.
So it's like I'm the problem. I'm the problem why
Yeah, so
people don't
I'm
want
the
to play
problem.
with me.
That's right. And then because you're usually very silent, right? You don't say shit. And then you suddenly hear like you suddenly invite someone and you start talking a lot, you'll be like, oh shit, no wonder he like so suddenly he was tilted.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
you're tilted at me.
Yeah,
It's a me problem now, you know.
No.
It's like it's like how we started this conversation in the first place, right? Is that person saying like, oh,
Yeah.
whenever we play with this person, we always lose.
Yeah,
It's because like we take it as like, oh, you're not doing enough. Why is your skill so low? Why are you so shit at the game?
Oh dear. I see that I've only instead of choosing better options, I seem to choose options that only hurt the person more.
Yep.
Oh dear.
It depends actually, but for most of the time, that's a bad option. Because like if you do that, now that I know you more, right, I'll be like, oh, he's just like that. Quite understandable.
Like sometimes even if you know the person well, like
but
you
it
know
still
they
hurts a
mean
bit,
well, right?
right?
It hurts.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because you know that like you're supposed to perform. Like you played with them before. You know like how they play, like what you're supposed to do. But sometimes, some days, it just doesn't click.
Mm.
It just doesn't work. You have to like it's like sometimes like the players themselves like we have to be like, yeah, sometimes we have shit days. It's fine. It's
Mm.
okay to have shit
Like,
days.
it's a high elo match. Don't put
Yeah.
yourself into burden.
Exactly. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
it's like a fucking Radiant player. Like it's like play with a Radiant player and then we get like
Anything
dragged
to
into
make-
a pro
anything to
player
make someone
scene.
feels better, you know.
And then we were just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Holy shit. I mean like we lose, so it's okay lah.
Yeah, it's like, you know,
At
screw
least
it,
we
bro.
know that we killed a Radiant.
Yeah.
Right. You see
I was like,
that?
oh
That's a
yeah, I
fucking
shelled this
whopper.
radiant, let's go. Even though I
So
killed him one time and he
because-
killed me 10.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's 1 to
I
10. It's
shelled
fine.
him.
We'll take that one
Yeah,
dog,
who
you know?
cares?
Dude. I know they're like keep saying that, oh, I'm doing bad. Then when normal we kill like a prat, right? You'd be like, look, we killed a prat. These are prats, you know. They're prats, you know. Then I don't have to say anything else already. They will know. I don't know about how they feel, but I'm pretty sure they'll feel like, oh yeah, we did kill a prat. Even though I didn't do much, but at least it's still like something, right?
Yeah. But it's
Mm.
also like in the context of like let's say Apex, right? It's like you see a person deal like 4k damage and then you deal like 500. It's all like that
I'm
person where they
sorry.
feel like shit, you know? It's
That's so
like
recent. Wait, hold up.
that was yesterday.
Yeah, I go to the
That was just yesterday.
I mean like for my case, like if I'm like because since I'm dating you, right, I kind of like want to improve myself because I want to at least play like minimize the skill gap, you know.
Uh-huh.
So like I know that I deal 500 damage. I know that my aim is not that great, right? But then like when you tell me like, oh, you did good in the game. But then when my stats doesn't show, I kind of doubt myself, you know? It was like you're saying that I'm good, but my stats speaks otherwise. It's like something that's like something that you can see proves more than like speaks louder than what you hear.
Yeah.
Oh.
But of course, don't just tell them, you're shit, bro. Please don't, please. Begging
Yeah, I
you.
mean
No, I've
like
never
whenever
said
you
that.
say it's like whenever you say like, oh, like the only reason why we did so well is because like you have really great scans, or because you help with this, you help with that. It makes like the other person feel like,
yeah.
yeah,
Even
I did
though it
that.
might mean nothing to them, but it's still better than like
It's like, oh yeah, I did
saying
that so you
anything.
can get that. It's like, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
me feel good.
Except
Like,
for the fact I
if-
got 90 participation point, that one I a bit bro.
I will try my best to be more supportive
yeah, it's
and more
a team
communicative.
effort. It's a team effort.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I mean, I always
Without
say
you,
it's
I can't do this.
I always say it's a team effort, but like
Yeah.
as of late, I've been just thinking, oh shit, maybe right, people will be a lot more like peaceful and less stressed if they just don't play me.
That gives them more stress when you suddenly stop inviting people.
Yeah. If you suddenly stop like
Really?
inviting, right, then it's like, wow, shit, man. I'm
Yeah.
the burden. I'm the problem. Then you know, it's like, yeah.
It's like how whenever like people like invited me to play games, and then like let's say if I didn't know that the guy was like shit talking behind my back, and then he suddenly out of nowhere stops inviting me, and now I'll just be like, am I really that shit? Holy shit, I'm really bad at this fucking game. Maybe I should just fucking uninstall. Maybe I should start knitting. I can't help anybody by knitting, you know?
Yeah, like you and me, bro. You and me. We are
Right.
meeting.
It's like, oh, maybe I should like have like another project. Maybe I should start something else. Maybe I should just stay away from games. Kind of
Yeah,
that mental thought
just
process
like
that
I've
you
been
have to
like
go through.
stuck in that whole entire like, oh, I should quit FPS game like mindset for like the past so long. Like the past like 1 month because of like this. You know, you just like get like you just feel like so shitty because like firstly I've had a lot of people who just stop inviting me. Secondly, I have a lot of people shitting on me, a lot of people on my back non-stop. After every single mistake I do in game,
I
they will
bro, no
always
need
be
talk
there
to
to
them
just
anymore.
shit on me.
Talk to me,
But
talk to
then,
me.
but then
Yes,
again,
yes, Poppy.
it's quite understandable if like someone stop inviting you. It's like
Yeah, like if
there's
people stop
a
inviting
lot
me,
of
I'm fine.
reason.
I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
generally
a
fine.
lot
But
of reason. But then like it's just like a doubt, I guess.
yeah.
It
Also
is a
like
doubt.
let's talk about like the thing of how people say like you shouldn't have fun if you're trying to improve.
Wow.
I've
Oh,
had
I
that
think that
so
was the
often
dumbest shit
recently. You're trolling, stop having fun,
Be serious. Be serious.
perform better. Yeah.
I mean,
He's
can't
like,
you
didn't
have
you say that you were going to like do better? Aren't you like trying? Shut the fuck up. I'm
Yeah, they're like,
trying.
why aren't you trying harder? You know, that I'm just like, why am I not having my
Oh no. I just feel like I said, why aren't you trying harder?
I kena before by Suzu before.
I feel like I
Why
always
aren't you trying
say,
harder? Oh,
I always say,
Mm.
just try harder. Obviously I said
Because the thing
jokingly,
is like, even if we try harder, we can't get the results that we want. So
but-
that makes us feel shitty.
but thing is,
I think the
always
worst part
say it
is that
jokingly. I don't know if that makes it worse or not, actually.
like if the person is already very down, right, there is no point to joke about, ha, just try harder. Cause like then the person will be like,
Yeah.
but I'm already trying all the time. Cause like that's my mindset, right? I keep
Yeah.
all the games that I play, no matter I'm trolling or what, I'm still trying, you know. I'm
Same.
always trying my hardest. But if people are just going to shit on me for even and say that I'm not trying hard enough, even though I'm trying my hardest, right? There is nothing I can do. I
Mm.
literally am limited to not doing anything. I
Yep.
can't do anything.
you don't really benefit. What is like? What do you benefit from saying that, right?
Yeah.
What do I suddenly become like OP when you say that? Try harder. Yes, boss. Suddenly like start fragging out.
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
it's like
still
imagine if
diamond
you're
rating,
playing
bro.
Valorant and then
Yeah,
somebody
I'll
tells you
still
to try
die the next
harder.
round. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, let me just suddenly be tens, you know, just flick everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, that's
I,
why.
because I don't really think about it from their point of view. They're always trying hard. So I say it very half-heartedly to just try harder a little more. Okay,
It
see,
depends on like the
Depends on context.
environment.
I think because I play very, I always say what I'm playing for fun. If we win, then we win. If we lose, then we lose. So to me, like that statement to me has like not as much impact, or like no impact at all. I don't know how the other party feel though.
Like no matter what, when people play games, right, they always want to do their best.
Yeah.
Like even if you're like even if you're like running it down, press W key, W gaming, it's still like the fact still stands is that people are still trying. Like people are not trying to throw the game. People are still trying to like kill people, you know.
Depends on the context, I guess. It's not because sometimes like today, let's say like Dota, right? Today I just don't feel like trying hard. I want to throw a game. I want to buy like weird items. But then that might cause like the game to lose, right? Because you started like throwing it. But with you, but then it also depends like whether your friends are okay with it or not too. So like, I guess like if you do that, people get mad, right? We always like play serious, and, like start like yeah, we always win and do the right thing.
You tell
And then
them
that
lah.
one
That's what
day,
words are for.
yeah, because I have friends like don't do that. I mean, I don't get. I don't want to say it, but sometimes in my heart I'll be like, "Fuck, man, why the fuck you troll? We're about to win." That just don't feel so good when you do it. But I'm not gonna be like, "What the fuck? Why you troll game? What the fuck? Why you buy this?
Jesus.
Why you do that?" Yeah, I don't do that because for me, as long as he's having fun, I guess, kind of a feeling.
I don't think I ever pressurize anyone. I'd be like, hey, Sarah, why you
Yeah.
do this? That's kind of
Why you do this? What the fuck? Why you troll game?
That's kind of insane.
Can you don't do this? That really like hurts someone. I would
Yeah,
say.
it does.
Oh, no.
But
I
I don't
had someone
think
just
you do that.
recently shout at me, why you
For
sing like that?
trolling.
Are you stupid? Have you
I
never played
don't-
Valorant before? And I'm just like,
I think I have
Maybe
never
not.
shouted at anyone. As I think only Akane will remember there was one stream I shouted at some guy.
Yeah, I was just down there. Damn.
I would never believe someone who said that
Okay.
he can't shout.
I can't shout
It is
willingly.
our primal skill, okay?
If
We
I
can
shout right, it's like unwillingly I got too tilted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, normally, right, I actually can't shout. My voice will just like if you know how people you can shout willingly or like they can in control their voice. If I try it, right, my voice just vanishes. But if I'm tilted enough, right, I think for some reason my brain suddenly remember how to shout again. So I don't think raising your voice achieves anything personally.
And that's it for today. I don't know what to say.
Just take our advice at your own discretion.
It's,
Honestly.
in the end of the day, it's all about our
In
opinions.
this episode, I got a lot of bashing, a lot of reality checks.
Mm-hmm.
I will continue to try my best.
Thanks for coming listen to us while we lepak.
Gotta hit them with the lepak, bro. Okay, thanks for the lepak with us, bro.
Thanks for lepaking with us.
Well, I hope your supper has been well. Hope your inner demons are now quenched with more information.
I hope,
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys
someone
in
of
the
you
next
can relate to
episode.
me. Bye bye.
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 Bye.